Welcome once again to Amorgate Radio Communications. This is episode 3 of our insightful series, Entrepreneurship and the African Youth. I'm Adiola Gbadebo, your host and anchor for the program. I'm here once again to dive into the topics that shape our continent's youth business landscape. So in our last episode, we explored the rise of e-commerce across Africa, seeing how young entrepreneurs are transforming traditional business models with digital technology. Today we are shifting our focus to an equally vital area, building and scaling women-led ventures from concept to launch. African women are stepping up as powerful leaders and change makers. They are launching successful ventures that fuel local economies, that create jobs and inspire future generations. In today's discussion, we will explore the journey women entrepreneurs undertake from their initial idea to the building of scalable, impactful businesses. We'll also look at the unique challenges they face and the innovative ways they overcame them. And to bring this topic to life, we'll dive into inspiring stories of two remarkable women, Funke Okweke of Mewan in Nigeria and Tabitha Karanja of Kerochi Breweries in Kenya. These two women, we want to talk about their resilience and determination that has changed industries and broken barriers. So let's get ready to learn, be inspired, and understand what it takes to build and scale a woman-led venture in today's Africa. Women-led ventures are becoming a powerful force in driving Africa's economic growth and social transformation. Despite the challenges that women across the continent face, they are launching and scaling impactful businesses in various sectors, from technology to manufacturing and even agriculture. The journeys are marked by resilience, vision, and innovation, and they are creating lasting legacies that inspired others. Our discussion today explores what it takes to build and scale women-led ventures, using inspiring case studies, analyzing unique challenges, and highlighting ongoing government support initiatives. The growth of women-led ventures in Africa. So women-led businesses in Africa have gained momentum in recent years. They're providing crucial economic benefits, including job creation, community development, and enhanced economic resilience. Women entrepreneurs bring a unique perspective and solutions to the table. They are often emphasizing community impact, sustainability, and inclusivity. Most times, the journey from concept to sustainable businesses is fraught with challenges, particularly for women on the continent. So, we'll take these two case studies, that of Funke Okweke and Tabitha Karanja, to just inspire us to see how these people were able to build a good and a sustainable business in the African sector, on the African continent. We'll also explore more women who have also done very well in that area. So let's start with Funke Okweke, who is an electrical engineer, returned to Nigeria after a successful career in the United States, and her mission was to improve internet connectivity in West Africa. So she recognized the region's need for affordable, reliable broadband, and she founded Mewan in 2010. Now, Mewan has successfully built a private undersea high-capacity cable that extends connectivity across West Africa, providing services to businesses, educational institutions, and government. I dare say that this Mewan and Globacom are two leading organizations in that area that has laid cable across the West African on the sea, on undersea cables across the West African region to provide internet connectivity using through the broadband. Now, so Mewan's growth has been remarkable. It's something that is worthy of note, making Okweke a leading figure in African technology infrastructure. However, Fugeokuke faced challenges typical to many African women entrepreneurs: raising capital in a male-dominated industry and navigating regulatory barriers. These are peculiar things to women. On the African continent, especially, let me talk from the Nigerian perspective. I'm not sure if a woman can still stand shorty for someone or bail someone from a police station in Nigeria. These are some very silly things that. So if you as a woman, except you're a lawyer, and in some cases, policemen still prove a little difficult for female lawyers who are trying to bail their clients. But as an ordinary man, as a man without any lawyer experience, I can walk into a police station to bail somebody out of the place, but an ordinary woman cannot do that. I'm not sure if that can be done. So let's return to our stories, and I was talking about Funke Okweke's the challenge of raising capital and then navigating regulatory barriers. Our perseverance and visionary leadership not only established May One as a trusted tech company, but also set the standard for African-led digital infrastructure projects. Funke was about 50 years old when she founded her company in the year 2010. Okay, so we'll talk about another woman now, Tabitha Karanja from Kenya. She founded Kerochi Breweries. So Tabitha's success story is another groundbreaking example of what women-led ventures can achieve. So Karanja founded Kerochi Breweries. This is the first Kenya-owned brewery in an industry that is actually dominated by international companies. We all know that most breweries in Africa were brought in by international companies who came to expand their businesses and on the African continent. So she started as a small producer of fortified wine. Then Karanja scaled her venture into a major brewery by focusing on local taste and establishing herself in a male-dominated industry. So one of the things that Tabitha was able to do is to use her knowledge of what the local people around the country, their taste preference. She used it, and in combination with some of the local wines, local gins that are around, instead of allowing them to remain at that level, she took it up and made it into a standard organization that could now, extend come up as a big brewery that now challenged those international breweries and was established as the first Kenyan-owned brewery. So, but Karanja's journey was not easy. She faced extensive regulatory hurdles, just like in Nigeria, and market resistance. Competitors attempted to edge her out. One of the things that competitors did was because of the leverage they have, the advantage they have, that they've been in the business for quite a while before she entered, they dropped their prices, drastically, and it was an unreasonable drop in price that there was no way our own production cost could match up with theirs. They had, the backup of, their international big organizations, and they knew that the way she was coming into the market, they needed to do something to stop her. But with all their strategies and drop in price, even at that price, they were unable to edge her out. Her determination, however, led her to build Kerochi into one of Kenya's largest breweries, successfully disrupting a heavily male-dominated sector. Our journey underscores how women entrepreneurs are overcoming barriers to establish themselves as industry leaders. Funny enough, Tabitha was only 33 years old when she started Kerochi Breweries in 1997. Let's discuss some of the challenges that women entrepreneurs face in Africa. Despite the growing number of women-led ventures in Africa, women entrepreneurs still face distinct challenges, which include access to capital. So women entrepreneurs often find it very difficult to secure funding as they are under represented in the investment and venture capital space. Many women-led ventures rely on personal savings or informal sources, which can limit their growth potential. Yes, if the odds against women getting loans and especially single women was really something that yes, I must admit that it is improving, but there's a lot of work still needed to be done in that area. There are some cultural and societal barriers. Africa exists in a traditional setting, so there are traditional gender roles in some African societies can create additional hurdles, with women facing skepticism and bias when they step into business leadership roles. In many African communities, including here in Nigeria, women are relegated to the background. So any woman trying to show leadership in an area, especially in business, many people use that mentality of family. The woman is supposed to build the family and all that, and they use it as an excuse and think that women who are venturing into those business fields and willing to build their businesses, they begin to term them as people who are not interested in the marriage. There's a lot of stigma and prejudices against such women. They also face regulatory and legal barriers, a lot of complexities around regulation that can hinder their business operations. Licenses and compliance processes are often costly and cumbersome. It makes it challenging for women-owned businesses to thrive. There's also limited access to network. Women have limited access to professional networks and mentors, which can restrict their business expansion across new African markets. One of the things that women face in the area of joining professional, having access to professional networks and mentors is that they face a lot of sexual harassment and intimidation, and sometimes some of those women they have to withdraw their interest in joining such organizations. They just stop going and look for other areas where they can try. So, how women are overcoming those challenges? How are they overcoming those challenges? So women entrepreneurs in Africa, they are overcoming these challenges through resilience, innovation, and resourcefulness. So they have to be innovative about how they are achieving some of these and scaling some of these hurdles. Many are taking advantage of digital platforms to expand their reach and enhance their operations. Networking groups, associations, and mentoring programs are now coming up and now empowering women to share resources and opportunities. Women themselves are coming together, building their own networks, and a few that have scaled through and have been able to navigate those areas, they are now coming together, helping to provide funding and mentoring to other younger women that are coming up now. So access to alternative funding options such as crowdfunding and microloans is also gaining popularity among women-led ventures. These innovative financing solutions are helping women to break the financial barriers to growth. These they become options. So furthermore, women entrepreneurs are building strong support systems by connecting with others through women-focused entrepreneurship organizations such as She Leads Africa and AWEF, that's African Women Innovation and Entrepreneurship Forum. There are also some government initiatives supporting women entrepreneurs. So let me go across some of those government initiatives in Africa that is driving, that is helping women to now overcome these challenges. Now, in Nigeria, The Nigerian government, through programs like You Win and Nigeria Women's Microfinance Bank, provides funding and training to support female entrepreneurs. These are government-backed initiatives that help women in Nigeria to be able to get funding, and they also help them to navigate some of those difficult challenges. Also in Kenya, the government has introduced the Women Enterprise Fund, WEF, to support women-owned businesses by offering affordable loans and training programs. So they train them, help them to build the kind of organizations, help them with the structures, systems needed. They provide some mentoring and support with reasonable loans that are not going to weigh down, on the profit of the business. So some of the things that the Kenyan government has done. In South Africa, the National Empowerment Fund targets women entrepreneurs with financial advisory services. It supports both startup and growth stage ventures also. So they give them not only advisory services, they don't only mentor, train, and consult for them. They provide some financial. They provide also financial assistance to those organizations. Ghana's MasterCard Foundation's Young Africa Works. That program collaborates with government initiatives to provide resources and mentorship for young women entrepreneurs. In Rwanda, the Rwanda Development Board offers women-focused programs that provide training, access to finance, and advisory services to support women-led ventures. I can go on and on and on. There are many more examples of such programs across the African continent that we can use to that is established, that we can recognize and know. So the key thing is that women should also know about these opportunities and key into them. Like in the Nigerian setting, the You Win is something that is very, very popular. And now that there is Nigerian Women's Microfinance Bank that caters especially for the needs of young female entrepreneurs, we need to know about it. So if you have an organization, or you have a venture, or you have an idea that you have started and you are already building and you're having some challenges, you can explore some of these organizations and get support and help also now that help is available. If you're just joining us, we're still on Amogate Radio Communications, where we're discussing entrepreneurship and the African youth. This is our third episode in this series, and today we're talking about women-led ventures in Africa, and how they're doing, the challenges that they are facing from concept to launching and to even building sustainable organizations. We've spoken particularly about Funke Okweke of Mewan and Tabitha Karanja of Keruchi Biris in Kenya. Funke Okweke is, by the way, she's a Nigerian, and we're just talking about more of the challenges that women face and how they've been able to overcome, or they are overcoming those challenges, and how governments across Africa has been supportive of such initiatives. Now, I have a list of other African women, successful women entrepreneurs in Africa that is worthy of note, that we can take note of them and research about them, learn about their life, read their biographies, and this can also help us as women or young people who are entrepreneurs and maybe struggling with one thing or the other. So I have Rebecca Enonchong. She's the founder of Appstech, She's a Cameroonian. Aptech is an award-winning tech company. She is about tech. She's a tech entrepreneur in enterprise applications. The company does a lot of applications that can help young organizations and individuals organize their life, organize their businesses, and do some basic accounting. And she has a lot of applications in that area. Another is Bethlehem Tilahu Alemu. She's a founder of Soul Rebels. Soul Rebels. She's an Ethiopian, a globally recognized eco-friendly footwear brand. She makes footwear, but not only that it's a good footwear, it is also eco-friendly. Talking about organizations that they recognize, they trying to ensure that to support the the climate change and all the greenhouse gases, the greenhouse effect, to ensure that the global space is fully supported in that area. There's Divine Undulukula. There's a Divine Undulukula. She is founder of Securio. She's a Zimbabwean. She's from Zimbabwe. That's a leading security company that provides employment to over 4,000 people with a focus on empowering women. Empowering women. This organization, security company, they're not only providing security personnel, they also have some security softwares that you can also use. There is Salwa Akanoch. She's CEO of Aqua Group. She is from Morocco, and that's one of Morocco's largest oil companies and a leading figure in North Africa's business landscape. Don't forget there is our own Folorisho Alakija, who is also into the oil business, and she's an entrepreneur, a philanthropist, and has organization supports women a lot, especially young women a lot. We have Irene Ochem, yes, a Nigerian, and she's the founder and CEO of African Women Innovation and Entrepreneurship Forum. That's the IWF I spoke earlier. It's a non-profit organization supporting women entrepreneurs across Africa. We have Mosumola Abudu, we call her Mo Abudu, a Nigerian, founder of Ebony Life TV. That's a leading media mogul who has made significant strides in African media and entertainment. There is also Judy Dlamini, South African, a founder of Mekani Group, a successful investment company that promotes women's economic empowerment. Women-led ventures are playing a transformative role and shaping Africa's future. Through resilience, community focus, and the commitment to overcoming barriers, women entrepreneurs like Funke Okweke and Tabitha Karanja and many more are setting new benchmarks in diverse industries. As African governments and private sectors continue to recognize the importance of supporting women entrepreneurs, we can expect a rise in impactful women-led ventures that drive sustainable growth and sustainable economic growth, expansion in businesses, and that's across the continent. These powerful stories, these inspiring stories, and ongoing support from government initiatives are not only encouraging more women to step into the entrepreneurial world, but are also reinforcing the idea that women entrepreneurs are vital to Africa's success. In Africa, if you want to build the nation, if you want to empower everyone in Africa, if you empower the African woman, then the woman, then what you have done is that you are already empowering the nation or the continent as a whole. So we encourage that more organizations, as they break through their business barriers and are expanding and are doing well, we expect that We hope that they will provide more support for women entrepreneurs. So thank you for joining us on today's episode of Entrepreneurship and African Youth, where we have explored the incredible journey of building and scaling women-led ventures in Africa. We've seen how women like Funke Okweke and Tabitha Karanja have defied the odds, creating sustainable businesses that not only thrive, but also reshape entire industries. Their stories shows us the power of resilience, innovation, and the vision needed to push through challenges and create lasting impact. As we wrap up, we encourage all our listeners to keep pushing their entrepreneurial dreams forward, recognizing that every idea holds the potential to transform lives. Remember, entrepreneurship is not just about personal gain. It is about building solutions for our communities, creating jobs, and contributing to Africa's future. For feedback or questions, feel free to send us an email at contact@thearmorgate.org. You can also reach out via our WhatsApp number. Send us a message, send in your questions, and the number is +234 810 999 6666. If you missed any previous episodes, you can catch up on our show reel at mixlr-amorgate. Join our growing community on LinkedIn, Instagram, and Facebook, all at Amorgate, for updates and more discussions. Remember, we are here every Thursday by 5 p.m. West African time and 11 a.m. Eastern time. Don't miss out. As we close, here is a thought to take with you. The only limit to the impact of your dream is your own imagination and willingness to work hard. Thank you. See you next time.